Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the final session of Odin's Leifthrasir. Usually, this would be community game night, but since I kind of spaced out that it was Sunday, oops. Decided we'd just go on ahead and just wrap things up with Odin's Leifthrasir here. And this is still open mic night, so if you want to join in the voice chat, feel free. Otherwise, this is going to be the boss rush session of Odin's Leifthrasir. Koi 1992 is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
Yeah, looks like it was right, Echoid.
How you doing, Echoid? But anyway, I'm going to be announcing the winner for the 12-month subscription for the PlayStation Network Plus. Although I did realize that some of the people have already left the Discord. To those that have,
oh, she's sweet but a psycho, a little bit psycho. At night she's screaming.
To those that have left the Discord and has entered in the for the giveaway, and that's an automatic disqualification. So to those that have stuck around, congratulations. To those that have not, well, there's always another time. But yeah. And I'm doing fantastic myself, kiddish. And I've been doing good, Coyd. I'm just off work. I'm just about ready to kick some ass on Odin Sphere and wrap things up on Odin Sphere tonight. But I'm going to be announcing the winner here tonight before we do anything else. But with that said, let's just go ahead and switch over to the game side of things. And
sounds good. And just so everyone knows, hi, this is Gak Lawson. I am in chat right now, and according to Blue, you can go ahead and hop in the chat if you want.
You can hop in the chat by going to the Move Me voice chat, and I'll move you down over to Community Night. But yeah, so let's have some fun. And let me go on ahead and just start the animation for the giveaway. Now, the rules is, if you happen to be chosen, I will be messaging you directly onto Discord to let you know if you do not respond to me in the next 5 minutes, then you forfeit your winnings towards someone else. Okay? Okay. Glad we can agree on some things. I'm tired. It's been a long week. Let's go ahead and get this started. So let's go on ahead and get this started for the giveaway for the 12-month subscription on PlayStation Network. In 3, 2, 1, bang! Jr. I'm gonna go on ahead and give him a message on Discord, and if he does not respond, then you have 5 minutes to respond, and if not, then you'll forfeit your winnings to someone else. Let's see, where is he? What have you been up to, Gak, besides Fire Emblem?
Just thinking about so many changes that are going to be happening within the next few months or so. I'm going to be changing my job. I'm going to continue to save up to move back to Japan. And, I don't know, I'm kind of, how should I put it? I don't know. It's just, I have more reason to be excited than not. It's just, I don't know.
don't
I have a
see him
sense
on
of
Discord.
I have a sense of nervousness. Let's put it that way. Because the last time I was overly excited about something, it didn't go as planned.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that. Let's see. Any action? There we go. And we'll go like that and hit search. For whatever reason, Hatchet Jr. did not join the Hedgehogs whatsoever.
Wait, wouldn't that disqualify him automatically?
Yes, let me, because I'm trying to find him on the Gleam IO thing since I couldn't find him, just to see what his user ID is. But it looks to me that he is not on here, so we're gonna have to go on ahead and re-roll on that one. Sorry, Randy Hatchet. Alrighty, let's go on ahead and start the animation again in 3, 2, 1. Try and message him. Does he know? Hold on. We'll just do this. That might make things a little easier. I typed that in correctly. Yeah, I did. Why is it not showing up on this list? Oh, wow. Doesn't look like he's on the list either.
Huh. How about that?
Yeah, what the hell am I doing wrong here? Boom. Alright, let's go on ahead and run the animation again. Ahead and type that in and see where he is at.
I'm so sorry, Kitsune. Your name was off by 1.
Jesus. Hold on. There we go. Did he join the Hedgehogs? All he did was follow me. Well, I can message him via email, but that's about all that I can do. But they were supposed to join the Discord. You are correct on that. So I guess it's time for a reroll.
Third time's the charm, I guess.
Boom. Alrighty, let's start the animation again. And my apologies for this. Yeah, hopefully. Jenny, let's see. I think I saw her name on the Discord. Yep, there she is. Let me go ahead and message her.
Is she online?
I'm leaving her a message right now on Discord. If she does not respond within the next 5 minutes, which is 12:13, so once it hits 12:18, I will reroll again. But anyway, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna go on ahead and get things started here. As you can see, I am at the boss rush location. At this point in time, there are no checkpoints whatsoever. And as you can see, we are going to be starting right here. Now, I do have some potions on hand, as you can see, so I'm more than prepared, more than ready to go on ahead and get things started here. It looks like I don't have any characters, but that's okay. Whoops, I accidentally used my PAL, but that's okay. Let's go on ahead and get things started. Mid-boss stage. Of course, we're going to start off with the Paladin. So, the good thing about these mid-bosses is that we will not be going against any mid-bosses that requires going against them, going against two at a time, pretty much. Whoops. Oh, my PP is, my PP is too low. What do I have him? Okay, Vile Rush is just circle. I don't have... Okay, so Madness is up, down. Serpent Grief. Okay, no, that's it. Hello, Alex. How are you doing today, buddy? Alrighty, so that's all I need to know. My PP is low, but that's fine. Oh, come on now. My PP always be low. Thankfully, I'm at level 65, and all these bosses, as well as mid-bosses that we'll be going against, will be, what the hell was I saying? Oh yeah, all the mid-bosses and the bosses themselves will be level 50, so we're 15 levels above them. We shouldn't really have any issues with these guys whatsoever, but you never know.
Speaking of which, Blue, just a quick question for you. Would you argue that Oswald is the character most suited for this, or do you think any character can legitimately
I think any character is, I think any character can go on ahead and go through boss rush of this. Oswald just makes things a whole lot simpler, if only because of his berserk mode, you know? Because once you go berserk, not only does your damage increase by 2 times, but so does your speed and your attack speed. So there's that.
I see.
That certainly
would make it sound easier for that. And another question I'd have is, I'm assuming you've done this before.
I have.
Okay, so my main question is, how much time in, like, obviously real-time minutes do you think you would take to go through this? Because, I'm just curious, because whenever it comes to boss rushes, they're usually timed events, so I don't know how.
Well, so just because it's titled as boss rush for Odin Sphere does not mean that it's technically under a time limit. But last time I did this, which was for Extra Life charity, I think it took me about an hour, 30 minutes, maybe 2 hours. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Okay.
And just like that, my Berserk is already filled up, so let's just go on ahead and just finish off this Paladin. Ham Jenny has 1 more minute to respond. If she does not, I will do that reroll.
Let's give her until you beat this boss. How about that? That way you can focus on things more.
Yeah, for true. Whoops. And there we go. All right. Let's go on ahead and step into the next boss. Belial, the Raging Dragon Belial. All these bosses that we'll be going against are no different than the bosses we've went against in story mode. They're basically the same. And yeah, it's boss. It's a boss rush. You just go through all the bosses, and that's all there is to it. Now, I don't remember how many bosses there are altogether. I think last I checked, there are about 50 of them.
Or 50 bosses, dear lord.
Yep.
I'm assuming you're fighting every single boss across all the stories.
Oh yeah.
Eesh,
That includes the clone. That includes the doppelganger fight of Oswald and Mercedes, as well as Velvet.
Oh, interesting. So you're kicking the asses of the other characters. Lovely.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? It is time. Okay. Let me go on ahead and wrap things up with this boss, and then I'll do a reroll.
Yep.
I'm sorry, what'd you say? Check Discord first, just in case. Okay. Oh, ouch. And of course, Belial digs underground. Plus, Oswald's just a better character to go against most of these bosses anyway. Not only because of his attack power, but really, I think he has the best defense out of all the other characters.
Yeah, he strikes me as the, charge in and destroy kind of character, whereas the other characters, you probably have to think a little bit more when you're playing as them.
Yep. Now, you've had no experience with Odin Sphere Leifthrasir, or Odin Sphere as a whole.
That's right. I've never played this game, although it does look fair. It does look pretty interesting.
It's a very fun game. So if you were to step into Odin Sphere, then definitely you would. I would definitely suggest picking it up on the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, PS3, honestly. Because the OG Odin Sphere, although I do appreciate what the OG Odin Sphere has to offer, I've gotten spoiled a little too much with the redactive version of the game that I just like this version. That's all I can say on that note. And welcome back, Kiddish Kitsune. And we are done with Belial. But before we continue, let's go on ahead and do a reroll. Ham Jenny, you had your chance. I apologize, but there is always next time. With that said, okay, nope, she did not message me back. So time to reroll, but first let me see if there's anyone in nope, alrighty. So with that said, let me go on ahead and there's Ham Jenny so I can get her off the list. There she is. Boom. All right, let's do that reroll in 3, 2, 1. Going ahead and just
first let's see if...
looks like he only followed me on twitch.tv and not on Discord. So
another reroll?
Yep, another reroll. That's about to happen. Boom.
It must be like playing Russian roulette for some of these people.
Pretty much. All right, I'm going to start the animation again.
Alright, here we go. Message him on Discord. Wait, hold on. Is he even in the Discord? Let me see. I mean, I don't see them in the list.
No, he only followed me on twitch.tv. God damn it, Kitsune, you had one job.
How nuts is this?
Alright. Boop.
And another one gone, and another one gone, and another one bites the dust. Nope, she didn't join the Discord. Yes? Huh? Yes. I did take into account. No, it's fine. This is just turning out to be a wonderful night, isn't it? Kitsune is our winner for a 12-month subscription fee, and I'm well aware that she is in the chat right now. So, Kitsune, I'm going to go on ahead and give you that code by the time that we are done with this stream, and we will go from there. Now, there is one other thing that we have to do, and that is to announce our non-US winner. Thankfully, there's only 21 people in here. Yes, let's hope that they all join the Discord. This is true.
I should, let's just go on ahead and do this real quick. Poop. You'd have to be subscribed to get the emoji, I believe.
Yeah, sorry, I really can't subscribe right now.
Oh no, you're fine, bud. Let's see, I think some of these people have joined the Discord. But I think nobody... I don't think all of them have. Oh, shit. There we go, that's what I wanted. Boom. Alrighty, almost done here. I will message you the code for the 12-month subscription thing as soon as we are done with the stream. And again, congratulations, Kish Kitsune. Congratulations. Now, non-US... Fuck it, non-US giveaway time. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and start the animation again. So let's have some fun, shall we? Okay.
I do not see an Ixwid here.
I do not either. You know what? Hold on. Before I do anything else, I'm going to have Chugs. Let me get this list pulled up here. Because otherwise, this is just going to take forever. Okay, so boom. Let me just go through the Discord list here and see what we got here. So we got J Fordstar. So J Fordster is still here. I do not. Snow is here. They're not here. They're not there. They're not here. Nope. 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 Well, that just brought the total down to 13.
The number.
Let's see. Yeah, my apologies. I probably should have done this beforehand. Oh well. These things happen, I suppose. Alright, well that brought the total down to 10. So instead of 21, it brought the total down to 10. But alright, let's go on ahead and do this giveaway for sure this time. Definitely in the Discord, so let me go on ahead and send him a message and let him know that he is in fact the winner for the other thing. Where's Jay Forster? I just saw your name here, buddy. There you are. Alrighty. That being said, let me go on ahead and continue on with our wonderful boss rush here. Level 50, what's our next boss? Oh, it's a plant. It's a man-eating plant. Oh, no. Oh, no, if I pronounced that correctly, but you know, fuck it.
It looks like a piranha plant.
Sure does.
Does it breathe fire?
I think it does, actually. I don't quite remember, but I think it does breathe fire.
That's interesting.
My berserk is back up. Boom. It's a wonderful thing about Oswald, because if you don't have your berserk meter completely filled up, there is a separate skill that you can use to use your berserk at a set amount of time, just so long as you have the mana.
Yeesh, these bosses don't stand a chance.
Nope, they surely do not. Ouch. There we go. So I matched him at 12:31 or 12:33. I'll just go about... Oof, oof, oof. He tried. He tried. Okay, my PP's too low for that. That's fine. And I think I know what RPG game I want to tackle down next for this channel eventually. Now that Odin Sphere is basically out of the way. If I can get it running correctly, I think the next RPG game I want to tackle down is Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. I think that game will be a lot of fun to cover. I don't know, what RPG games would you guys like to see me play on this channel?
Honestly, if I could just, pick one, before I ask, I just want to know, do you have a way where you can get 3DS games on stream?
At the moment, the only thing I have is Snicker Stream, and that relies on having the upload speed. Well, not upload speed, but download speed. It's a little hard to get it together. I might have to do a test stream on that, just to see. Just to see if I can run it. But if I did, what RPG game would you like to see me play?
Honestly, just because it has a really awesome soundtrack, Xenoblade Chronicles.
Xenoblade Chronicles. That is a game I have not played yet. I played a little bit of the second game, but I've never played the first one. So that should be interesting.
Spoiler alert, Shulk does not say I'm really feeling it in the game. Fuck. One of his allies does. One of his allies does, though.
I'm really feeling it.
No, Shulk says something similar. He goes, "Alright, I'm feeling it." And what I find really charming is that every, every voice actor in that game is British. It's like the entire voice acting of that entire game is nothing but British voice actors. So it's really interesting to hear all the different accents.
I bet. If I can, I guess that's one way I could play a Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, is the remake of it, but I don't know, I kinda still like the older version of Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, I gotta say. But that's just me. Maybe I'm just a nostalgia whore for that, but you know. Have you played Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story?
Me personally, no. Not because I don't have an interest in it, but because every time one of those games came out, I was always playing something else.
I gotcha. Mario Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, I have a lot of Mario Luigi RPGs. Is probably the best Mario Luigi game ever, actually, is Bowser's Inside Story, so... Not just according to me, according to a lot of people, Bowser's Inside Story is the best. Partners in Time, I guess, is a close second, but... I never played Partners in Time, so I couldn't say. But from what I understand, Partners in Time...
and I have to stay up late.
Chronologically...
frames are dropping on the stream.
Frames are dropping. Yeah, I see that now, too.
Alright, I'm gonna refresh the stream real quick.
Yeah, it looks like it just stopped. Well, unfortunately, there's not much I can really do about that.
Well, that's alright. I just have to refresh the stream, and here you are again, kicking Velvet's ass.
There we go.
Sad, I almost called her Violet.
Another RPG game I wouldn't mind playing if it's from the 3DS is Project Crust. So.
Oh, that game is so good!
Yes. I to this day have still not completed Project Crust Zone 2, but I made it pretty far.
Oh man. Project Cross Zone 2 has actually Xenoblade Chronicles characters in it, which made me really happy, and what made me even happier was that it had three main characters from Fire Emblem Awakening in it. And you know me, I'm a Nintendo whore.
Alrighty, so it has definitely been 5 minutes and Jay Fortster has not replied, so we're gonna go on ahead and do that re-row. Let me go ahead and get him out of here. Boom. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do the animation again. Elite is the winner. Let's see. Hell. Okay. Again, it's just another one of those things. I don't know how, but I keep clicking out of the stream. Oh no, you're fine. Looks like Hoffman is another person that needs to be kicked. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and run the animation again, but I'm not gonna show it on stream. Discord at least. Apparently I didn't do a good enough job at it. Alright, screw it. You know what? I'm just gonna pick a name from random. I'm not even gonna bother with this wheel anymore. We're gonna go on ahead and see the people that have joined. I am going to go on ahead and message Snow. See if that person will respond. Alrighty. In the meantime, let me go on ahead and continue on with this boss rush because honestly I've wasted enough time just trying to announce the winners than the actual game, and that's just fun, right? My PP's too low. Okay, fine. Wow, did you really just regenerate health, you piece of shit?
Sorry if you hear that typing. I'm trying to get some things ready.
Oh no, you're fine.
Yeah, because part of the reason why I'm excited right now is, what's it called? I mentioned this earlier in Deviant's Discord, but in October I will be flying up to Seattle.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to visit a friend, and he's promised to show me one of the places that's on my bucket list, and that would be Nintendo's main headquarters, which is in Redmond, Washington, which is not too far from Seattle.
Oh, okay.
And I've also bought tickets to see Dragon Force live, and I also bought a VIP package, so I'm going to meet them.
Well, there you go. Take plenty of pictures.
Count on it.
So long as I don't have the PP, I can't do anything flashy. I have plenty of POW, but I don't have a whole lot of PP.
Okay. I just did something. God, why do things always end up so much more minor than what it is I do it? I don't know. You ever get that, Blue, where it's like you're really afraid to do something, but once you do it and then the ramifications of it come, it's not as bad as you thought it would be?
Yeah. I've had plenty of moments like that.
They happen too often for me. It's not good for me, man. I'm pretty sure I have some form of anxiety. But enough about me. You're kicking the shit out of this boss like I need to kick the shit out of my anxiety.
Alright, where's the exit for the next boss? Boom. Hey, look, it's Wagner. You remember this guy, right?
Yeah, isn't he, what's it called? Oh yeah, the dragon.
Yep. He is one of the other dragons that we go against. Also, yes, we go against Leifthrasir as well, not only in his baby form, but his final form as well.
This isn't even my final form.
This isn't even my final form.
That originated in Dragon Ball, right? Because with
Yes.
Frieza?
Yep, because of Frieza. And it's funny because DBZ Abridged was just like, wow, that meaning just kind of lost concept after a while, didn't it? Perhaps, but you know what's fresh and new? Transformation. And spoiler warning, it ain't getting old anytime soon. I love you. Wagner. Kicking your ass. Guess if not a whole lot of people are going to be responding to this giveaway, why the hell did they even bother entering? Oh, well, I forgot he had that move on his, at his disposal. There. Words. I know how to speak them, I swear.
Okay.
Thankfully, Wagner lets out a lot of nukes to where I can at least have a whole lot of bosons. So at least I'm guaranteed the Fozon amount to activate some skills. Not a whole lot of them, but, you know, some skills. And I think I'm gonna update the Doom Eternal giveaway. I think I'm gonna use Gleam IO for that again as well. But you know, things are gonna be a little bit different, and there's gonna be plenty of time to enter in because I'm basically going to be doing that giveaway as soon as the marathon for Extra Life charity ends. So, probably towards the end of November or something like that. But basically, the rules for entering into the giveaway will be the same. If you want a chance to win a copy of Doom Eternal from the Extra Life charity, really, all you have to do is follow me on Twitch, join the Discord so I can keep track of your name, and then also have to donate at most $15. Alright. At least, at most, what's the difference really?
The difference between at least and at most is this. Well, I mean, were you honestly asking that, or was that a joke?
Yes.
Yes, it was a joke? Okay. Sorry.
No, you're fine, you're fine. Yes, I don't really like this boss. If I have to choose one of the most annoying bosses, it's this bitch right here. Thankfully, we don't have to stare at the boring background multiple times. Cook the bird. Ouch. I hardly even had to have used it. I haven't even used my first potion yet.
Oh, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Is it good?
How many more bosses do you have after this? Like,
That's a good question. I'll have to take a look at the map and see how many I've gone through so far.
Yeah, because if you say there's about 50, then I don't think you've even done 10 just yet. But you've done, I'd say, probably 6 or 7.
If anyone in the chat or even Gak here wants to do a bit of research on how many bosses there are in total for the boss rush in the Odin Spear, be my guest.
Okay. Let's see here. Ending and boss overview.
This boss is basically almost done.
Here.
There we go.
Okay. According to this, it's called Churning Rift, right?
Yes.
Okay. There are 30 bosses,
Okay.
and what's the boss that you just defeated?
Chernobyl, I believe. I'm going against the prophesized dragon of Fenthin now.
Prophesized dragon. Okay. So, Baby Levanthin or
Yes.
Poltergeist?
Baby Lefenthin, yes.
All right. If that's who you're on now, then you are 8 out of 30.
Oh, fantastic. Well, we're not that far behind.
No, you're pretty close to the halfway point. In fact, I'd say you're a quarter of the way done.
Yep. Well, it's a lot less than how that's a lot less than originally how much bosses I thought there were. English, I know how to speak it. I swear.
Lordy. I have to be neurotic whenever I hear people speaking English. I just have to remember. Not everyone's my what's it called? Not everyone is my student.
But, fuck this dragon. Beat the baby. Basically, we'll know how close we are at the end of this boss rush when we meet the final 5 bosses, which is the Armageddon bosses. Which means that, yes, we'll be going against what's his name? Onyx, the Infernal King Onyx, King Galen, the 3-head beast. I'm trying to remember the name of that one.
Okay, I've got the whole list of boss names right here.
Okay.
Let's see here. Which one are you on right now? You're still on Baby Levanthin, or?
Yes, I am. Baby Lefenthin.
Okay. After that, you've got Poltergeist mid-boss.
Okay.
And then after that, Queen Odette. And then you'll be a third of the way done.
And finished. I don't know why I thought it was like 50.
Well, it's understandable why you would feel that way. There are but 30 bosses is a lot for any video game, because most games I've played, the highest I've ever seen is around 12, 13, and those are for like really long games. Like, excepting of course long RPGs, but for an action game like this one, you normally don't see this many bosses.
Yeah. Now, you do get a special equipment at the end of this boss rush, just so you know. So you do get an award out of it. But also, if you're an achievement nut, then you'll have to go through this as well to get the achievement. Huh? I've gotten every achievement in Odin Spear, and all I got was this fucking shirt.
Hey, don't worry about it, man. There are some games out there that don't give you anything for completing them, not even a trophy.
Hell, Duke Nukem Forever gives you a fucking trophy.
Yes, well, Duke Nukem Forever is a game with a lot of issues.
Yeah, and I'm a dumbass that picked it up twice.
Don't worry about it. I mean, in your case, it's because you have nostalgia for the '90s shooters. Because back then, there were basically three big first-person shooters in the '90s on computers. Well, early '90s at least. It was Doom, Duke Nukem, and Wolfenstein. And
well,
correct me if I'm wrong.
And although I haven't really played a whole lot of Duke Nukem, the Duke Nukems that I played before Duke Nukem Forever was Duke Nukem 2, like the old Duke Nukem 2 on MS-DOS. And Duke Nukem the Manhattan Project. Alright. Poltergeist. This Beetlejuice enemy-looking motherfucker. Speaking of, isn't Beetlejuice finally getting a fucking sequel? Is Beetlejuice finally getting a fucking sequel, or did I hear that wrong? They're getting a musical? That's cool. Ball of Cabbage Ghost. Wow, Kish Kitsune, you would be great at naming these enemies. Another game I would actually wouldn't mind covering for the 3DS especially would be, well, obviously Rhythm Heaven Mega Mix. I played that game way too much. So much so, to the point to where I've gotten a perfect on every game and a skill star on every game. I clearly have a problem.
Believe me, dude, if your problems are limited to video games, then you're better off than a lot of people.
How many copies of Classic Doom do I own now? How many copies of Shovel Knight do I own? No regrets.
Ball of Cabbage Ghost. Ball.
I mean, she isn't wrong. It looks like a ball of cabbage.
For me, actually, he kind of looks like a Oogie Boogie from The Nightmare Before Christmas.
I was gonna say, I'm getting some Tim Burton vibes just looking at the enemy design. Just looking at the design here.
Mm-hmm. I'm waiting.
It's the purple and the black. You know what? I did do some more thinking because at this point, I think I'm like 10 followers away of reaching 400 followers on here. And I did make an announcement on Discord saying that I would do something special for the 500 follower special. And I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull out. I'm going to Disney World, yes. No. In my case, it's not that special. If I get 500 followers, I will pick the 5 worst games that I happen to own. Put them in a poll, and let you guys vote on what game. No, I don't own Bubsy. How could...
You are engaged to a sadist.
Yeah, I sure am. So this would include like perhaps Sonic 06 again. Um, or Duke Nukem Forever.
If I could pick a legitimately bad video game for you to play, I mean, God, first of all, I would never want anybody to willingly jump into a bad video game, but shit, no, I don't even know right now. It's like I'm thinking bad, what truly terrible video game, or well, okay, there is one game now that I think about it, but it's not a terrible game, and it's not very long either. You could probably take care of it within one session.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's called Brink. Ever heard of it?
Brink? I actually own a copy on Steam. I just never played it yet.
Okay, well, here's all you need to know. It's a subpar first-person shooter that's got minor parkour elements to it, and it's also got 4 classes like Team Fortress, except unlike Team Fortress, you can change your class at any time provided you go to a command post. And yeah, and the levels aren't very long or interesting, let's put it that way. I could potentially play it with you, but I can't. But the problem is that the controller support on for that game is really, really bad. So, I mean, I'd have to learn how to play with mouse and keyboard. But I would be able to walk you through how all the classes work, because what's it called? I have a basic understanding of all. Actually, I have a very good understanding of all the classes except for one, which is Medic, and that's the one my brother played.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, it all depends on what you want to do in that game, because yeah, it's a game. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it's a game. I played worse. It gets the Gacolosian bronze seal of approval.
Yes, bronze is a nice way to put it. It is definitely a bronze medal game in my opinion. It's that for me that falls under a game I enjoyed while I played it, but I would not recommend it for anyone else.
Other games, as far as other games go, that I wouldn't mind streaming eventually. Well, again, it would be the first Borderlands game, but now that you're here, I need to figure out when to do it and what people would be interested in playing through Borderlands, and find a day or two just to do a session for, like, even if it's like a couple of days out of the week to do it.
Okay, I thought, well, yeah, but from my understanding, I thought that Beauty was going to join in with us.
Beauty, I don't know, Beauty, or Babe, are you still interested? Okay, yeah, she is.
Okay, so that means we've got 3 people already, and, we just really only need one more person, and in order for the run to the playthrough to go as best as possible, we should have obviously 4 people and have everybody play different characters.
Yeah.
I already know that Beauty's gonna play Lilith. That's fine. I would ideally like to play Brick, but I'm going to let you enjoy him this time, Blue, because I know you liked Krieg in Borderlands 2, so I want you to play the melee character this time. But just so you know, if we ever do get to Borderlands 2, I will fight you to the death for the right to play as Krieg.
Oh no, that's okay. It's either I play as Krieg, or I have like 3 characters I'm okay with playing with, and that's Krieg, the Psycho, Gage the Necromancer, or Zero the Assassin.
Alright, well, if you and I ever run through it, just know I will be playing as Krieg, yeah.
Okay.
And I'll be throwing out his voice lines, because you know my impersonation of him. Anyway, so yeah,
this is dead. She's almost dead.
And then we just really need one more person, because the way it works is, what's it called? The 4 characters in Borderlands are Lilith, who Beauty's going to play, and she focuses a lot on hit and run tactics. Brick, who's the berserker, so he's the tank. He's the one that charges in and punches everything. There's Mordecai, who's the sniper, who's most likely the character I'm going to be playing, because, what's it called? The 4th character is Roland, and I really don't like Roland's playstyle. That's not to say he's a bad character, he just doesn't work for me personally.
Yeah, when I tried going through Borderlands, single player sort of thing, I tried using Roland, and I just he was just not clicking for me. Even though I did get pretty far as Roland in Borderlands 1, at that point, my friend Evan got so impatient that he was like, so, when you're planning on getting Borderlands 2 Game of the Year Edition on Steam, it was like, if I'm lucky, my parents may get it for me for Christmas. He's like, nah. Check your stuff.
Lol, he bought it for you?
Yep.
What a bro.
Yeah, and so at that point, me and Evan had put in so many hours on the PC version of Borderlands 2 alone. And he got me to play as Krieg, and he was playing as Zero the Assassin. And we played to the point to where what was the hardest difficulty on that game again? Was it veteran or
in Borderlands 2, there's normal mode, true Vault Hunter mode, and then ultimate Vault Hunter mode.
Yeah, we got to ultimate Vault Hunter mode, and we got to the point to where we got to the DLC. Or we tried to get to one of the DLCs, and we were just getting tired out. If not only because how difficult the game was, because the enemies, the increased difficulty in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, but yeah, no. So we just kind of dropped it after that. Now that doesn't mean that I've stopped playing Borderlands 2 altogether. Although it's definitely been a while since I've played Borderlands 2. I've had a couple of runs with my fiance on the PlayStation 4 anyway. And she played as a Necromancer in our run, and I played as Krieg, obviously. But on the PC, I think she was playing as No, were you playing as Cage? Right. And that's when I got curious on how Zero the Assassin played out. And from what I understand, I've gotten a good grasp on how Zero works as a character. And to the point to where it's like, I don't mind playing as him.
There you go.
And if I ever have any questions about Zero, I can just get a hold of Evan. Because that's like the only character he plays in Borderlands 2.
Yep. What's it called though? Well, with Zero, it's pretty simple. You basically really only have, you have 3 choices with Zero. It all depends on what you want to do. You want to go either melee or sniper, and then there's obviously a regular run and gun a playstyle that you can do with Zero. So that's a little bit more difficult to pull off, but it can be done. So, yeah.
Oh, we're going against Mercedes here now.
Mercedes. Okay, you're on boss 12.
We're getting there. We're almost halfway there. Halfway there.
You'll get there. Don't worry about it, Blue.
Oh, I know. This wouldn't be the
You might have to go on a little bit later, though.
Yeah, so it's only 11 after 1. We'll see. Ouch. Out of here. Of course, it means I have to go against the fucking sorcerers. And, you know how I feel about the sorcerers in this game.
What's the official name of the sorcerers?
I do believe there's Beldor. Let's see, there's Beldor and Skull.
Beldor and Belial is the only one I'm seeing on the list.
Okay, only Beldor and Belial. Thank fucking Christ.
Unless Skuldy is another one.
Skuldy is another one, yes.
And what about Halia Wrath?
Oh, hell yeah, Wraith. No. That's not. But the three wise men had Beldor, Skuldy, and trying to think of the Urza.
Okay, so let's see here. I see Skuldy and two Bugbears as boss 18. Then after that, your next boss with one of the three wise men is Beldor and Belial. That's boss 24. And after that, I mean, I don't see an Urza of any kind. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, got my Berserk back. And just like that, Mercedes is screwed. Oh, and I didn't show it off, but basically, with the completed save file, if you happen to go through credits again, it will. You know how it will show the world tree at the end, and you notice that there's Mercedes' weapon inside a tree trunk. Well, if you let that ending go a little bit, it'll scroll down, and it'll show Ingwe with basically a flower next to him, which is supposed to signify that it's Mercedes. So, yeah. And that's it for Mercedes. That is it for Mercedes. Alright. Boom. Rest area. Thank Christ! Yeah, because I could definitely sell some shit if I wanted to. I have a whole lot of potions. That's it. Do that. And then, do I have enough Fozons to... Nope, I do not. That's okay. This is the rest area before I go on to the next boss, which it is Manticore. He's interesting creature to look at. Ouch. Other than that, basically, every single boss that you'll see here really did not change as much. You're just going to get the same bosses, except they're over 50 this time. So long as you have your characters up and ready and stuff, yeah, no, you'll really have no problem here. Definitely recommend Oswald as the character of choice for this, if you're planning on getting all the achievements. By the time I've gotten 100% achievements, I'm on this game. I was quite proud of myself. Because the most difficult achievements to get out of the way Well, it wasn't really difficult. When I say difficult, I mean like tedious, I guess you can say. But the most tedious ones were to get all the food recipes for this game. And I think the other one was to unlock all the skills and abilities as all characters. And then the other one was to uncover all areas and all chapters as all characters. And I already did that. Fuck you. Alright. Also, if you hear that faint noise in the background, that's the air conditioner. It's fucking hot in here. Alright, well, now we're going against Bregan. I think that, General Bregan, I believe that's his name. Get out of here. Ouch. Alright, we got our Berserk up. I wonder how many times we're gonna move this body around at his, basically his picnic table of sorts.
This guy's a big dude.
He's pretty big.
Is he drunk?
Yeah, he is. So the thing that you really have to look out for this guy is that he'll basically have Valkyries that'll place his shields back on him. At that point, he'll be pretty well defended. Yeah, he's going to be defended right now, actually. And that's annoying because you can't really do any damage on him unless you hit him enough times to make the shield plates go off. Other than that, he's really not that bad of a boss, actually. There he goes. Fuck. Let's go on ahead and go berserk. I see all the Valkyries trying to place the armor plates back on his body. Thankfully, it can be cured. So you can, there is a way that you can disrupt the Valkyrie from placing shield plates back on his body. And that's it. Boom. And definitely we have enough close-ons for the upgrade for the Cipher, so I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. And there we go. The Cipher is now at level 9. Or 8, I should say. Oh, this boss, okay. Oh. Just like in the story of this mid-boss, there'll be a super soldier that comes out after the first health meter is basically depleted from this. So yep, there he is. In which case, I'm going to go ahead and go berserk on him. And he's done. Run him one more time. Ouch. Just because you go berserk does not mean that you're invincible. You can still take damage. You have enough foes-ons to go berserk if I wanted to. Back if I wanted to, just to get this mid-boss out of the way. Go, boom. And again, starting tomorrow will be the a new playthrough of Portal and Portal 2 possibly, because Portal 1's not going to take me that long to complete the single session, if I gotta be completely honest. And then after Portal and Portal 2 will be the Telltale game series, the Telltale series, Guardians of the Galaxy. So we'll finally get around to doing that. Has it been a while since I've actually played Back to the Future the game, or did Odin Sphere really just take that long? And there we go. Goodbye to that asshole. Alright. Next boss. Hell yeah, Wraith. Oh, there's 2 of them? Okay, fine. Oh, I guess I don't have enough berserk. And then I'm thinking after Guardians of the Galaxy, by Telltale Games. I think I'm gonna step into God of War territory.
You're gonna start with the old classic ones on the PS2?
Yep. I am. I'm gonna work my way towards the new God of War game, obviously, and I do have all the other God of War games. I just don't have the new God of War game yet, so there's that. Still gonna pick that up. I think God of War will be another thing to go through.
Definitely would be interesting.
Have you played God of War?
I played the first one, and then I didn't touch any of the other ones.
Just lost interest, or just wasn't interested in the indie game style?
I mean, I like beat 'em up games, but how should I put it? I don't know. It's just the final boss really left a bad taste in my mouth.
Well, yeah, I will admit that in the first God of War game, the final boss was, but I do promise you that the other final bosses that you go against the other God of War, well worth it.
Well, not only that, but
perhaps not God of War 2, but I don't know.
Well,
if I had to choose my favorite final boss in any of the God of War games, it would be against Xanatos, the God of Death from Ghost of Sparta. Anyway, as you were saying.
Right. Well, when it came down to it, I did story research on the other God of War games after I beat the first one. And let's put it this way. The very first God of War was written to be like a Greek tragedy. You know, where it was somebody who fell and, you know, because of their own hubris, which is the entirety of Kratos' story. Whereas the other God of War games is literally just angry guy kills gods because lol.
Angry guy kills God because lol. Shits and giggles. And yeah, I definitely got that from God of War 3 especially. Like literally, how many gods do you go through in God of War 3 alone? That's holy crap, dude. Like, literally, he tears the head off of Poseidon. He cuts the leg off of Hermes. He snaps the neck of... I'm trying to think of that... I'm trying to think of that woman's name.
Aphrodite, Athena, Hera.
Yeah, Hera. He has sex with Aphrodite, which good on him.
Yeah, but Aphrodite, if you actually read the Greek mythologies, Aphrodite is the biggest bitch out of all of the goddesses.
Oh, I know. I'm aware.
Like, there's this one story where she, what's it called? Where she literally, like, what's it called? There's this beautiful woman, and Aphrodite's literally jealous of her because she's immortal and she's beautiful. Hello, Aphrodite, you're immortal. Your beauty will never fade. She will eventually grow old and ugly.
Mm-hmm.
Or she would have if you didn't try to fucking kill her, and then inadvertently made her into a demigod. Long story behind that one.
We're almost done with the Hell-Yo rafts here. There we go.
Alright. Oh, you're more than halfway through.
Whoa. We're getting
Next
there.
one. Yep. You are... The Hell-Yo raft is boss 16 out of 30.
We're now going against the Axe Knight. Another game I wouldn't mind going to is Dante's Inferno. That was another good game. Even though it is basically a God of War clone game, Dante's Inferno is actually a lot of fun.
That game also had, some issues. And I had a lot of, and my biggest issue of it was, well, I mean, to be fair, the game wouldn't have worked otherwise, but it was not close at all to what the original poem of Dante's Inferno was about.
Well, obviously. But
Yeah.
what was really cool with Dante's Inferno is that I think they included the original tragedy of Dante's Inferno, the transcript of it anyway.
Oh, you mean the... Yeah, they gave you the lines, and it's not a tragedy, it's called the Divine Comedy.
Right,
and,
right.
And they only gave you the first one of Inferno, which is the first of 3 poems, because in the Divine Comedy, the poet Dante Alighieri travels through the 3 parts of the Christian afterlife. First he goes through hell, which is Inferno, then he goes through purgatory, which is where, souls who have sinned, but they are deemed worthy of being forgiven for their sins, are preparing themselves to enter heaven, and then finally he does enter heaven.
Yeah, that game never did get a sequel.
No, and for good reason.
Despite the to be continued at the end of the game.
Well, for good reason, because literally there was nothing that they could have done that wouldn't have been completely ripping off of God of War at that point.
True.
And to add to that, like, the whole because like God of War, at least the first game was perfect about being written as a Greek tragedy, right? Whereas Dante's Inferno, the game, while it was a fun and bloody time, and it had enemy design that was perfect. No, I'm being legitimate. It didn't have enemy design. I mean, to this day, some of the most haunting enemies in the game are I look back at them and I'm like, oh my god, why would you do that? Like, why would you make an enemy like that?
What would you say your favorite circle to go through Dante's Inferno?
I mean, they're all so short. It's the only one that wasn't short was, well, there's only 2 that weren't short. One was Greed, and then the other one was what was it called? Fraud. Yeah. And Fraud was only long because it was comprised of 10 different arenas.
Right.
But if I could pick my absolute favorite, then I'd have to say Violence, which was the 7th one, because I feel as though that's the one they completely represented perfectly. Because there was 3. Because in Violence there are 3 faces. First, there's the River of Boiling Blood. Then there's the Wood of the Suicides, and finally the Desert Sands.
Yeah.
And it was really cool how that level played out. And fun fact, that's also the only time in the poem where Dante meets somebody that he actually cared for, but he put him in hell anyway. And you actually get to meet that soul as one of the people that you can either choose to continue damning or to absolve.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his name was, I know this, it's Brunetto Latini, and the reason why Dante...
Right,
yeah.
That guy.
Yeah, the reason why Dante put him in hell was because, unfortunately, being gay was still considered, is still considered a major sin by the Catholic Church.
In terms of design, there were some interesting designs that the team took a crack at. And I still think that to this day, if only because it humors me quite a bit, was the level design of the Circle Lust.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there was no way around getting what they had to do there.
Yeah. It definitely was not because of Cleopatra.
Yeah, but she didn't actually help.
No, she did not. Huh? No. No, we're talking about Cleopatra from Dante's Inferno.
Even though it's really not fair to put her in hell, because she didn't really do anything all that bad. Plus, it's kind of a double standard because Cleopatra's in hell because she had sex with Mark Antony, but she also had sex with Caesar, and Caesar in the Divine Comedy is actually in limbo, which is the circle before lust, which is the version of hell where you're not suffering, but you're not in heaven either.
Oh, no wonder she went lurking. She's too busy destroying my fiance's buildings.
Oh, lordy.
And thus the battle continues. That's basically our franchise.
But if you want a really good summation of the Divine Comedy, the actual Divine Comedy, there's a YouTube channel I highly recommend called Overly Sarcastic Productions. And it's made by two people who just call themselves by the color. There's a lady called Red and a guy called Blue. And what Blue does is he talks about history and he talks about geography and he talks about different cities and, you know, how they compare to their ancient times versus the modernity of them. And what Red does is she reads literature and miscellaneous myths and all of that from other cultures, and she puts a sarcastic spin on them to make them laugh, to make it funny. It's a lot of fun. Plus, it's thanks to her that I now have an understanding of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table and all those stories. And I'm like, wait, how do all these stories work? Why aren't they all put together? And she said, oh, it's because of this, and that. I'm like, oh. So, you know, it's a lot.
The good news is that we're almost done with Scully here.
In my opinion, the funniest one that she ever did was when she talked about Paradise Lost. Which, oh my god, that one, I still die of laughter every time I watch that one. I'll link it to you if you want, Blue. I'll just
sure,
send it
definitely.
to you in DM.
Mm-hmm. Right, we're done with Scotty. Now to go against Child of Fire, but oh, it's the fire units with the bouncing boots. I see that. I see that the Fire Lord Onyx has equipped his fire children with sticks too.
Let's see here. Here you go. By the way, Blue, did you ever listen to that song I sent you on Discord all that while back?
Yes, I have actually.
I'm sure you enjoyed it.
Oh yes, I did. And after Super Mario World, which I think either this coming Thursday or next Thursday will be the final session of Super Mario World, I have decided that I will be stepping into the classic Doom games just so I can get some practice in for the actual Extra Life charity event. So, if you want to see me kill some demons and imps and zombies and shit, tune on Thursday. You want to see me drink this guy?
Oh no.
Because there can never be enough classic Doom in my life.
Well, as big as a Doom fan as you should know that pretty much every song in the classic Doom games is a reference to classic rock and roll songs.
Oh, I am aware. And if it was out today, it would be sued to hell due to plagiarism alone.
It would, and the only reason why it wasn't back then was because video games weren't taken as seriously as they are now.
Yep.
Fortunately, the soundtrack for Doom 2016 was fucking amazing.
Oh, I love Doom 2016 soundtrack.
To this day, I still play Rip and Tear when I pull up Borderlands and I play as Krieg.
Well, my favorite track from there is the BFG Division track.
Oh, that's so good. I love that song.
That is my favorite track from there.
I just really fucking love heavy metal.
I do. I will say right now that Doom 2016 on the Nintendo Switch is not run that bad at all.
Huh, well, that's good to know.
Yeah, so if you're interested in playing Doom 2016 on the Switch, I definitely recommend it. And the fact that they're planning on releasing Doom Eternal on the Switch is, I mean, Doom on the go. How can you say no to that?
Listen, I want amiibo functionality, and I want an amiibo guy, and I want Samus to give Doom Guy like her fucking power blaster or a super missile or something if you scan her amiibo.
That would be actually kind of awesome. That would be amazing.
Plus, have you heard the crazy theory that Doom Guy is actually Link?
What?
Somebody I don't know. There was somebody on YouTube. In fact, let me pull it off. Somebody on YouTube made a theory.
Hold on. Before you finish that, it's like, ha! I found you, faker. I believe you're the fake around here. You're comparing yourself to me. Ha! You're not even good enough to be my fake. Sorry, I had to reference that.
I'll make you eat those words.
I had to. Because we're going against the doppelganger Oswald now.
Alright, well then there you go. And then there's the theory that Doom Guy is secretly Link. I just posted it to you on your DMs, Blue, so you got 2 videos to watch over.
Whoa.
But definitely watch the Paradise Lost one with Beauty, because I'm pretty sure she's gonna die of laughter when she watches it. Ah, yes. Now Oswald is fighting the one person he struggles with the most.
Himself. I'll face myself when it has become Persona 4 all of a sudden.
Honestly, I would love to face a shadow version of myself, just so I could figure out what the hell I need to accept in order to feel better about myself.
That track's
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So we referenced 2 games due to this doppelganger battle. We referenced Sonic Adventure 2 and Persona 4.
Oh no. Oh no. I just saw this post. Good romance starts with a good friendship. A bad romance starts with rah rah Roma gaga ooh la la. Want your bad romance?
We want those leather pants.
Oh Lord, I saw that and I'm just like, it's a good pun, but shit.
Me and
Can I add that to the pun jar?
have our revenge.
Sure, you know what? I'm doing it anyway. I'm adding that to the pun jar.
Go ahead and do that. Oops. He's adding something to the pun jar. Stop! He's already dead!
You know, when I first heard you reference it, I'm like, what is that from? And then I'm like, oh, it's The Simpsons.
Yeah. Like that, I'm gonna reference that every single time that I'm just having an easy time with the boss. Be like, stop! He's already dead!
You have to be a real messed up person to keep beating up on a corpse.
And you know what? I would see Oswald doing that.
I mean, he's angry. I get that, but he's not like psychotic.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, like, I'm pretty sure he knows when it's like, okay, they're not moving anymore. There's no need for me to waste my energy anymore.
Unless, of course, phosons give him life. Then he just gives out phosons. He keeps continuing to beat them up for all eternity.
All right. What's the name of this boss, Blue?
This one. Oh shit! I was not.
Oh wait, you just beat Oswald. So, okay, so you're on boss 21 of 30. This is Barbarian Warrior.
Woo!
Next up is King Odin.
Okay. I wouldn't mind stepping back into the Kingdom Hearts franchise again. It's been a while since I did play Kingdom Hearts 3. That was like back in January, and it's already August. What's the holdup, dude? When are you gonna get into the classic Kingdom Hearts? Eventually.
Which reminds me, I have to make sure my sister's done playing it because she still has my PS4. Is this guy healing himself?
Yeah,
what a dick!
Yeah, he is a dick.
There are 3 things gamers hate more than anything else. Number 1, lag. Number 2, shitty teammates. Number 3, enemies fucking healing themselves.
Yeah, no, I agree with that 100%. That is one thing I really hate about Archviles in Doom 2. Not only do they give you massive knockback when they attack you with their flames, but they fucking resurrect the dead.
I already killed them! Stop making me waste my ammo!
Pretty much, yeah. And that's one thing I'll give Doom 3 credit for. They did not make Archvile they did not make Archvile a bit of a freaking bitch like they did in Doom 2. But I am interested to see how they would pull off having Archvile do Doom Eternal, because yeah. Because as soon as I saw that at the end of the trailer, I was like, oh god, no, not Archvile.
Oh, which reminds me, in Doom Eternal, the Doomslayer gets a sword, right?
Yes, basically
okay.
like a bayonet attached to his gun.
Well, no, he actually gets, like, remember at the end of Doom 2016, the robot guy, I forget his name, he actually manages to get the artifact and get the sword, right?
Right, I believe so.
And in one of the trailers I saw, Doom guy actually gets the chance to pull that out.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, I remember now. It's been a while since I've seen a trailer, but I do remember seeing it, yes.
And that makes me really happy, because it's like, shit, I can just run around fucking meleeing everything. That's all I need.
That's all I need in my life. Oh, and the super shotgun. Let's not forget the glory that is the super shotgun.
Second best game in the Doom franchise. The second best gun in the Doom franchise, that's for sure.
Yep.
Because nothing will ever dethrone the BFG.
Yep, that's true. And I do love how they handled the BFG in 2016. Yes, you had to find separate ammo for it, and you can only use it up to 3 times, but god damn is that thing powerful.
And the icing on the cake was at the end when you fought the spider demon. Like, the finisher was the BFG.
Yep.
You have to understand something. For me, that wasn't just, a satisfying kill. That was... How do I put it? It's like having the biggest orgasm ever, seeing that shit go down.
I just loved everything that they did with Doom 2016. Let's just have a talk here about Doom 2016. I loved everything that they did on that. Like the fact that in the beginning of the game, Samuel Hayden freaking contacts you and tries to tell you, and then Doomslayer's just like, fuck that noise, where are some things to kill? He just pushes the damn screen away.
Well, that's because Doom follows a very, the Doom games follow a very specific philosophy that one of the developers said. He said, story in a video game is like story in a pornography. It's expected to be there, but not expected to be important.
Yeah!
And while
that so much.
Well, while that mentality is true for games like Doom, I think story does have place in video games, beyond that.
Yeah.
And, yeah, obviously the Telltale games wouldn't have worked if they didn't.
Right.
But yeah, for what Doom 2016 was, it's like, Samuel Hayden is like, please, you must help us, and you must understand, we did this with the best intentions, and Doom guy's like, fuck you.
It's like, no, nah, bruh. Try again later.
Yeah, man, no fucking kidding.
In fucking Samuel Hayden, in like one of the levels when you had to destroy, basically, shut down the machinery, and all he did was just basically break them.
Destroying the cores is not necessary.
He breaks it anyway.
Oh, lordy.
That game, everything about that game is fucking amazing. I can't wait for Doom Eternal.
It is going to be good, that's for sure.
Okay, it looks like we are going to be kicking it into overdrive here, though. Because it's already 1:53, and we're just about done with King Odin here.
Alright, after King Odin, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bosses.
8 bosses left.
Yeah, after King Odin, you've got to fight another king by the name of King Ooze.
Nope, come on. Nope. Now he's just deliberately avoiding me.
Yeah, because he knows he can't fucking win.
Go. Fucking king of this guy. Okay. Where do I even begin with this guy?
You don't need to begin. You just need to say one simple sentence. He can go fuck himself.
Yeah. I mean, he's not hard, but he is tedious. Like the more you get his health down, the more he splits into multiple versions of himself, and it's just like, can this boss just be over already?
Although I gotta say, this boss, this King Ooze, he's kind of cute.
Yeah.
He's definitely a lot more visually appealing than the fucking Plague Thief from Gauntlet Dark Legacy.
You know what would be a good franchise to get into? The Batman Arkham Asylum franchise, or the Arkham games.
That would be pretty interesting.
Because technically the only Batman game I've only played and completed for my channel was Batman Arkham Asylum. I never completed Arkham City, and I never really actually played the other Arkham games. So that would be another franchise that would be worth looking into. Because, you know, I'm Batman. Keep feeding me Phozons, and I'm just gonna keep going into my Berserk mode. Cause fuck you guys.
Yep, no kidding.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. Stop sucking me up.
I'm excited. I'm gonna meet Dragon Force.
We're almost done with King Slow here.
Which reminds me, if you like rhythm games, you should probably check out Crypt of the Necrodance.
Have to check it out. I'd have to see what my next paycheck looks like, because the game I do want to invest in on the Wii system to cover for a channel is Rhythm Heaven Fever.
That's such a good game.
And last I checked, for a used copy from Amazon, it's like $50.
That's ridiculous.
Hey, it'd be worth it just to cover on a channel.
That's true, but for a game to not go down that low in price, it's like, dear God, can you imagine a game that's been out for that many years and the price is still that high?
I'd be lucky if I'll find. Let's just say I'll be lucky enough if I find a copy on GameStop for 20.
And that's assuming GameStop still has it, because the Wii is from what, 2-3 generations ago now?
Yeah, that's true, but I mean, you have to put you have to take into consideration that they still sell the older games online.
That's true. I forgot about that.
All right, we're going against Belial again, but we also have to go against Beldor. And last I checked on Beldor, fuck that guy. But
Alright. Beldor and Belial is here, so yeah. Have fun fighting the two of them at the same time.
The best way to get through this boss is taking care of Belial first and then Beldor.
Yeah, you always want to go for the heavy hitter first. Unless the other guy is really, really squishy. Or, you know, you can combo the two of them at the same time. That's also nice.
Or, you know, you can just fuck them royally.
Reminds me of that one time in Paper Mario. There's this one part where you're going through Bowser's castle, and you can answer the questions wrong, and then you have to fight 3 black Shy Guys, and the black Shy Guys are like the strongest non-boss enemy in the game, right? And when I first got into that fight, I'm like, oh shit, well, how am I going to win this? I'm like, let's go after them one at a time. And then I'm like, no, that's stupid, because they're just going, because at that point, the multiples of 7 are going to win out every time they attack. So what I should do then is get rid of all of them at the same time. And that's exactly what I did. It was a close fight too, but I pulled it off. I'm like, holy shit, I can't believe I just did that. I will never fear Black Shy Guy ever again.
Yeah, one thing you have to be careful about Belial, though, is that when he gets in that position and starts sucking things up, you want to try to...
Yeah, well, he's a hoe. He likes to suck them.
Mm-hmm. And with that, we're almost done with Belial.
Alright. As soon as you're done with these two guys, the next boss is going to be Silver Titan Forced Ben. Whoever that is, I have no idea.
Now I gotta just focus on Beldor. As much as I do love this game to bits and pieces, most of the bosses are tedious as all hell. Damn it, he got away. Eventually, for Retro Gaming Thursdays, I need to step into the classic Sonic games.
Well, it is your namesake.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's actually one thing I don't understand. If Doom is supposedly your favorite series of all time, then why did you choose the name The Blue Hedgehog?
Okay, so a bit of a story behind that, because my first YouTube name was known as True Blue Hedgehog, which is still active at this point. I just can't upload any more videos because too many copy strikes. Too many copy strikes, really. And back then when I owned that channel, I've uploaded anime music videos, and that story good. But I did end up uploading a few playthroughs on that channel, including Mickey Mania for the Super Nintendo, as well as Super Mario Bros. 3. But you know what? As soon as I had problems uploading new material on that channel, I opened a new channel, which basically it has the same name essentially. Instead of True Blue Hedgehog, it's the Blue Hedgehog 2010. Why the hell not? But it just kind of stuck, and the rest is history.
There you go.
Plus, I was a bit of a Sonic nutcase when I was younger, so...
Alright, I understand that.
Nowadays, I'm a little indifferent about the Blue Blur, but I will admit that he does have some good games. He does have a handful of good games.
Yeah, they're just not any of the new ones.
Yep.
Well, I mean, Sonic Mania was pretty good, and so was Sonic Generations.
Yep. Sonic Forces. Let's not get into that.
Yeah, no kidding. Even though, and the developers at Sonic Team have said that they are going to make another Sonic game.
Oh, let's just hope it turns out to be a good one. I haven't played Sonic Racing R, or Team Sonic R, whatever the fuck that new racing game is called. I haven't played that yet.
Well, according to a lot of people, it's actually not that bad. It's not Mario Kart, but it's a good game.
So the new the racing game that I wouldn't mind picking up to play is Crash Tag Team Racing Nitro Fueled.
If we're stepping into Naughty Dog territory, then as much as I am a Nintendo freak, then there is still one game that I really, really enjoyed, and it's because combat racing is my love, and that's Jack X Combat Racing.
Oh, really?
That game is so good.
You know what racing game I remember playing a lot of growing up on the PC was Nicktoons Racing.
Oh, I never played that one.
It was interesting, though they really did not try to hide who the villain of that game was, because it was obvious obvious just by hearing the voice clips of the villain. It's like, really?
Oh, I never played it, so who was it?
Plankton.
Oh, well, yeah, obviously.
Like, and the way that he was shown as a racer is that he was basically in this black vehicle, and in every other race course that you go against him, you can hear Plankton's voice cursor. It's like, they're not even trying.
Oh, don't tell me they got rid of that wiki. Oh well. Things happen. Fun fact, if you ever played Gauntlet Dark Legacy, the guy who voice acted Plankton is also the same guy who voice acted Sumner.
Huh. You know what RPG game I would not mind stepping into is Riviera. I don't remember this. Oh yeah, Riviera the Promised Land. That game is amazing. But if I were to step into Shining Force, I definitely would like to step into the remake for the Game Boy Advance, the Resurrection of Dark Dragon.
See, the only thing I know of Shining Force is the characters Toma and Cyril, who were featured in Project Crossstone.
Yeah. From a Shining Force game that wasn't released in America, at least from what I understand. Because the only Shining Force game I've played and completed was the first Shining Force game. There is a second Shining Force game for the Genesis, and there was also a Shining Force game on the Sega Game Gear. Which is interesting because we all know what titles that were actually good that released on the Sega Game Gear. And obviously it was Sonic the Hedgehog. There were a handful of games I started playing.
Let's see here. Toma and Cyril are from a game called Shining Force EXA.
I think was supposed to be released on the Sega Dreamcast.
Yeah, they're not Capcom or Namco Bandai.
Yeah, they're Sega, so...
Oh, speaking of which, did you know that Namco is a pun?
Huh.
It's a Japanese numerical pun, because if you ever wondered why whenever Pac-Man, whenever he gets the maximum point bonuses, it's 7650.
Uh-huh.
That's because that's what Namco is. Because in Japanese, nana is one of the ways you can say 7, so na. Mu is one of the ways you can count for 6. It would be something like mutsu, so mu. And then ko sounds like go, which is Japanese for 5. So 7650. And then the o at the end is 0.
Right, well, the good news is that we're at the final 5 bosses now.
Okay, you are, I'm guessing this is of Darkova?
Yes, Darkova.
Okay. Beast of Darkova, you will fight this one, and then after that, you got Lord of the Netherworld, Galen.
Yep, King Galen, and then
16 Cups makes a Dark Lord of the Netherworld.
And then King Onyx.
Did that pun just fly over everyone's head?
Yes, it did.
Well, whatever, I'm still adding it to the pun jar.
well, fuck you guys.
Because his name is Gallon and 16 cups make a gallon? Come on.
Oh yeah.
This is a really, artistically beautiful game, I have to say.
It really is. I love it. There is another Atlas, because this game was produced by Atlas.
Right, the same people behind the Persona series.
Yep. Supposedly there is another art style game like this that released on the Switch. Now I'm trying to remember what game it was called.
Was it by Atlas?
It was by Atlas, I think.
Okay, Atlas games on Switch. Let's take a look here. Let's see here. Atlas Games, Nintendo Life. Games by Atlas. Okay, this is probably it. Let's see here. DS, 3DS. That's Wii U, 3DS, DS. Oh, I don't think this is updated for, yeah, I don't think this is updated. This page is updated for Switch. Let's take a look here. List of Atlas games. Okay. And, oh, okay, platform. I can just do this here. Find Switch. Shin Megami Tensei 5 is the only one.
Oh, wow. Well, because although it was produced by Atlas, this game was also under Sega as well, believe it or not.
Okay, that's going to be a bit harder to find, but screw it. Sega games on Sega. Okay, list of Sega games. Let's try that. Alright, list of Sega games. Yeah, this is going to be a lot longer. By systems.
And I will say that, every single boss, every single character in this game looks fucking amazing. In terms of design.
Yeah, no kidding. Sega Genesis. Oh! Sega Genesis Classics are coming to Nintendo Switch.
Aren't they? Isn't that already out though?
Huh. Oh yeah, that's over a year old.
I still have my copy of Sega Genesis Classic Collection on the PlayStation 3, which is how I streamed Shining Force a couple of years back.
There you go. Okay. Alien Isolation is not it. Citizens of Space, not it. Crash Bandicoot.
Just sworn I bumped into it at a GameStop and looking at it. It's like, well, this oddly looks like Odin's.
Okay, well, this isn't the complete list, so let me go to M to Z and see if it's there. Okay, Mario and Sonic. Panzer Dragoon.
That was from, I think that was on the Sega Saturn and Dreamcast.
Yeah, that's an older game, so let's see here. Phantasy Star Online.
Which I still have not played to this day. Phantasy Star.
Rock of Ages, which isn't out. Sega Genesis Classics. Shining Force Refrain. Soul Seraph, perhaps?
Soul Seraph? Probably. I think that would be not 100% sure.
Take a look at that one.
Alrighty, yeah, I'll take a look at it. And we're done with Darkova. Now we're about to go against King Gallon.
I mean, kind of. It's more 3D. It's got the same 2D fighting beat 'em up from what I'm looking, but the reviews say it's a pretty mediocre game.
That's true. Well, let's just say if they were to re-release this game on the Switch, I'd definitely pick it up. Despite already owning it on the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation Vita.
Well, there you go.
I mean, Odie in the last session of Odin Sphere said that she would not mind seeing this game on Steam.
Same, actually. If I could play it on Steam, that'd be best. Alright, let's see what we've got here. This is still Beast of Darkova?
I've just beaten him. Looks like frames have just dropped.
Oh, okay. Hold on a second there. Well, I mean, I'm assuming it's Beast of Darkova.
Yeah, is it the skeletal version?
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's King Gallon.
Oh, okay, so this is King Gallon.
Yep.
Alright.
This is basically this is the skeleton version of Darkova.
I see. Alright. Ooh. What else we got here?
And this boss will be cakewalk. Not like all the other bosses have been cakewalk, but you know. I wonder if it's because I'm level 65. And also because I'm playing as a broken character.
There you go.
Although there are some different cutscenes in Armageddon if you went against the bosses as different characters. Like if you were to go against this boss as Cornelius, a different cutscene would play. Edgar would, because Gallon is Edgar's father, and he would try to beg Galen not to destroy, the city. But Galen's just like, fuck you, and eats up Edgar anyway.
That's messed up.
Yep. This game's pretty fucking dark.
Well, it has a good canonical ending.
Yeah, it does.
Because obviously there's like the super bad ending where Velvet is like begging that, somebody that she loves survives this when the whole world is fucking dying.
Yeah. This is a bad ending. This is a bad ending.
I mean, also, they said, from the looks of things, Breath of the Wild 2 is going to be a lot darker than the original.
You know what? I still have yet to pick up Breath of the Wild.
Oh, wow. That's a game you should stream.
That's a game I should stream?
That is a game that you will attract people playing it, and they will give you hints, and they will shout things out, and they will laugh when you die. It's a fun game.
Yeah, considering the only Legend of Zelda game that I've actually played and beaten up is
Well, okay, well, Wind Waker's a good base. Imagine Wind Waker, except instead of a whole giant ocean to explore, you can literally go anywhere. Like, if you see a mountain, you can climb it. If you see...
Well, I'm aware of the presence of Breath of the Wild. I've seen a review from some Call Me Johnny, and I've played, haven't played, but I've seen a few streams of people that play Breath of the Wild. It does look like a game that I would get into. Without a doubt, it's just that the price. The price of the game. Like, the best way for me to pick up the game is if it's on sale sometime. Or if someone miraculously gets it, then they'll get me, in which case. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Shit! This is what I meant to do. Another game, another franchise I was thinking about picking up and playing on stream was because they just re-released Mighty Switch Force on the Switch recently, and I wouldn't mind picking that game up and playing it for sure. But another game that I definitely think that people really like to see me play is the Shantae franchise.
You love your action platformers.
I still think that Shantae and Pirate's Curse is the best Shantae game. Alright, well, we're almost done with King Gallon here.
King Gallon, you got... let's see who's after King Gallon. Ah, Inferno King Onyx.
Yep. And that's it for King Gallon. Let's get the hell out of here. Hello, Onyx.
I liked you better when you were a Pokemon. I'm adding another pun to the jar.
Yep, no, that's fine. You know what? I'm gonna go on ahead and I don't know why I haven't been doing it. Oh, that's because I don't have people. Okay. That would be a good reason, I guess.
You don't have a peepee?
Don't have a PP.
You don't have a...
There we go. Now I have the PP. Let's go on ahead and let's just do this. I don't know why I haven't been using this throughout the bosses so far, but you know.
Maybe because you didn't need to.
Yeah,
Oswald's just that busted.
yeah, he is. Meanwhile, Onyx is like, is this even a fair fight, dude? Come on now.
No, it is not.
So getting back into the franchise is Doom. For the longest time, I didn't really care for Doom 3, if I had to be honest. But picking it back up and playing it now and again, I've actually gotten a soft spot for Doom 3. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, Doom 3 is not a bad game. It's just not a good Doom game. If that makes sense.
Yeah. But that was my problem. That was my problem with Doom 3. It's like, it's called Doom. It's called Doom 3. Like, if it had a different title than Doom, I'd probably be okay with it. But since it is a Doom game, that was my main gripe with Doom 3. But I mean, what it is, it's not bad.
Let's call it the experimental phase of the Doom franchise.
It's the black sheep of the Doom franchise.
Yes, every franchise has one black sheep. And there's actually one there's one in, what's it called? In The Legend of Zelda that even Nintendo wants you to forget.
Is that The Legend of Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link?
That one, yeah.
Are we counting in the Zelda CDI games?
No, we are not, because those weren't developed by Nintendo.
Yeah, that's true.
We do not speak of those abominations.
Alright, well, we're done with Onyx.
How unexpected.
The Cauldron! Oh, this is my favorite battle, actually.
Alright, Cauldron time. And then after the Cauldron, this is second to last boss. You're almost done.
Woohoo!
Yep, after this, it's just the final boss. I'm assuming it's the final boss.
Yeah, the fence thing. Or the final form of the fence thing, right?
Right. When he's not a baby and he's still carrying around his shell.
Yep. I just love everything about this boss still. I really do. The boss design itself, the atmosphere, the music that plays. I just love everything about it. If I had to choose my top favorite boss, the Cauldron would definitely be it.
I'm glad I was able to stick around for as long as I did. I haven't gotten any classes assigned to me yet.
I'm glad you're stuck around, dude.
I'm basically playing Intel.
If this playthrough has not convinced you to pick up Odin Sphere yet, then I don't know what else I can do to try to convince you otherwise. I guess this game is just one of those games that's like, well, I watched someone play it, and that's enough for me, really. Oh yeah, we're definitely stepping into overdrive territory here. It's almost 2/3.
Yeah, well, you only got this boss and one more.
Yeah.
How much longer do you think it's going to take for them, Blue?
It's probably not going to take that long. If I
So 15 more minutes?
if I know how to use my berserk sparingly, which I should at this point.
Yeah, considering how well you know this game.
Here we go. If I just get out of berserk for the time that I don't really need berserk, I should be okay. This boss particularly is not hard, especially if you're a higher level. It's just that you have to take care of a certain part of the boss before you can actually destroy the core of the boss.
Which is that flower eye at the top, I'm assuming.
Yes, this is the flower eye at the top is the part of the cauldron that you have to defeat before you can destroy the core of the cauldron. I guess we should call it the power supply. It comes out from the bottom, and boom, we go to berserk mode, and then we just keep wailing on it. Yep. You know what? I not used a healing tonic at all during this boss rush.
Is this the first time you've done that?
Nope, I've never used a healing tonic ever during this boss rush. I guess that's just how broken fucking Odin is. Because he does have that skill ability that for each Phozon that flies towards him, it does recover a bit of HP. Life steal, essentially. And that's it. That's almost it. Well, hello, Dexter. It's about time you woke up.
Dexter! Finally, I can do this!
Deja vu, I just been this time before. Higher on the beat, and I know it's a place to go. Holding you and
Never apologizing for that Jeffrey command, ever. That GIF will never go away. I love Reshiram.
Oh no.
Okay, well, now it's time to avoid this guy's attack. I'm surprised it's taking him this long to use this attack now. Oh, he's using it again, huh? What's really cool about Oswald is that if you hold the jump button down, he'll turn into this small black ball. And while you're in that form, you essentially can move around, like anywhere you want while you're in this form. Which makes which makes it easier on bosses like this. If you want to get to their weak spots quick enough. You know. But yeah, the cauldron has one last health bar left, and then we'll move on to the final boss of the game again.
Oh boy. Frames are dropping.
Frames are dropping again. Yeah, I see it. Again, not really much I can do about that. I'm in an area where it's not close enough to one of the servers for Twitch to have stable connection. That's one bad thing about that. And come on, almost there. And that's it for the cauldron.
All right, and now we are on to the final event thing. Final boss. This is it, Gary. Home stretch.
And that's it for the cauldron. Woohoo! Get the fuck out of here. Alright, do you want to challenge this powerful foe? Yes, I do. Alright, this is it. The final boss. The end of the boss rush and the end of the playthrough of Leifthrasir as a whole.
Here we go.
We had some good times. We had some bad times. But you know how that saying goes. All good things must come to an end at some point.
It's an unfortunate, sad fact of life.
Ouch. And yes, Leifthrasir is just that pathetic that he's even easier as Oswald. And that's it. 2 more health bars to go. Just look at how many Phozons I have. I have 826. That would probably be enough to max out another skill for Oswald if I wanted to. But Oswald is just that busted of a character that I really don't need to. Where did he go? There he is. Stop running away from me and face your demise. Like a fucking... I'd make for an intimidating foe, I'm sure, to some people. Alright, 2 more health bars to go. And last health bar now. Oh look, my berserk filled up again. That's just how broken Oswald is. What can I say? And that's it. End game. That is the end of Odinsphere. And for our trouble, we get 1 epic item. And it is the Royal Orb. What does this item do? Consumes Phozon's basic attack damage plus level percent. So basically, my STR will be going through the roof while equipping this. But the only downside is that it consumes Phozons. So, yeah. This is equipment that you get. And that's it. That's it for Odinsphere. That's it! We're done with Odinsphere as a game. That's another playthrough down. But yes. Tomorrow we'll begin a new playthrough of Portal 1 and Portal 2 on the stream. Sorry, I just got a message from, I'm assuming is a bot. Sorry, I kind of just got distracted. But yeah, no. So that's Odin Sphere. What's your take on Odin Sphere, Gak? What's your final thoughts of the game? If you're still there, are you still there? I don't hear you talking. No, I can't hear you at all, bud. Which is weird.
Hello, hello. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Hello.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so I think it's a really visually appealing game. The game looks like a lot of fun. The story also looks pretty promising, even though it might get dark in some points, but whatever. And yeah, I mean, it looks like a pretty solid game. I'd play it.
It's a very good game. I highly recommend it to those that have not picked up this game yet. Although
good.
at this point in time, it's only released on the PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 3, and the PlayStation Vita. So if you want a chance at playing this game, it's going to be on either of those systems, unfortunately. But it is very well worth the time to pick up and play. And that's all I will say on that, because I've already given up my full thoughts of the game during the end of Armageddon. Which is, it's an amazing game. But tomorrow, we'll begin a new playthrough of Portal and Portal 2 on the PC. So I will be playing through Portal and Portal 2. I'll definitely get through Portal 1 because Portal 1 is not that long of a game at all, and Portal 2 is a little longer, but not by much. But again, congratulations to Kiddish Kitsune on winning the 12-month subscription for PlayStation Plus. I will message you the code. The other one, none of the people have responded. So I'm guessing they're just going to have to miss out. I guess they're just going to have to miss out. I mean, we'll figure something out later on down the road, but anyway, yeah. At any rate, if you guys have not joined Discord yet, definitely join Discord. I do updates on there on the daily in terms of the stream schedule. I just made a huge announcement update that there are going to be some changes on a weekly basis, so stay tuned for that. Also, the community I have on there is growing, and people are friendly on there, so I mean, if you haven't joined Discord, feel free to do so. Even if you're a streamer that's both big and small, I do support them. So if you happen to be a streamer, join in the Discord and show us what you can do, whether it be on Twitch or YouTube, or nowadays Mixer, I guess. I do support every platform, so there's that. If you are a subscriber, you're going to copy this raid message. If you're a non-subscriber, you can copy this raid message. I've basically already refreshed my page to see who's online that we're going to raid, but let me see. Well, we do have a few people that we can raid here. Let's... Made it just in time to catch the end. Hello, Odin. You're good, bud. You're good. We're going to go on ahead and push the love over to Mr. Ducks. We're going to push the love over to Mr. Ducks. Currently going through Beat Saber at the moment. So we'll push the small love over to him. And tomorrow we will be starting a new playthrough, which will be Portal on the PC. Gak, thanks for hanging out with me and talking. while I went
No
through the boss rush. It's been a blast.
Yeah, it was a fun night.
And I will see you all tomorrow with Odin Sphere on the not Odin Sphere. We're done with Odin Sphere. I'm too tired to think. I'll see you guys tomorrow with Portal. Until then, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Blue Hedgehog 2010, and as always, happy gaming, my friends.